Somebody's asked for a lesson on a tune called the kortsopa, πολλά, αγαπώ, which means I love the girls a lot. I'll leave a link in the description for a rendition of the tune played by a professional. So basically I'll just quickly play the tune. Just keeps going round and round. The instrument's tuned to A, E, B, so A, E, and B. So starting with a forward bow movement. So first finger on the middle and the low pitch chord, touching them both. And the forward bow movement with your bow touching both those strings as well. So it should sound like that. On the way back we're going to lift the first and drop the second on the same two chords, middle and low pitched. And then on the way forward we're going to swivel the instrument and play no strings at all. Sorry, not going to be touching any strings, but the bow obviously is going to be touching on the high pitch side. Now I'll do the tune first with no trembles, very basic, and I'll add trembles at the end to help those who are absolute beginners as well. Now we're going to just touch the fourth finger. The fourth finger is going to touch the high pitch chord, just to add a little bit of to the sound. Finishing forward, so it's on the way back, just touch the fourth finger on the high pitch chord. Forward, back, forward, back, forward, I think 3 times, finishing forward. So that's the first bit. So obviously I'm going to add trembles on the end, at the end of the video. Like that, but I'll show that at the end of the video. So just for now, no trembles. And then we're going to lift because we're finishing forward, we're going to lift the bow, bring it back, and we're going to start forward again. And the next part is, so the first bit is, bring the bow back, so it's same thing, the start is the same. This time we're going to come straight back. So when we go play forward and back on that side, we're going to swivel back over, drop the second finger, and play forward and back on the low pitch side as well. That second finger is touching the two chords. And then that's a swivel on the high pitch, no fingers. And then on the way back, swivel again on the low pitch side, drop the second finger. And then with a forward bow movement, we're going to drop the first finger on the two chords, middle and low. So it's okay, so that's the first bit of the tune. I'll do it just one more time. Okay, now the next bit is, I think you do that twice, and then the next bit is, very similar to the first bit, but we're just missing the first bit of that first bit, if you know what I mean. Okay, so it's basically just the second finger touching the middle and the low pitch. In the actual tune, it's... But for this, for the absolute beginners, I'm just doing no tremble, so just drop the second finger, or you can jump it. But just keep it down for now for the beginners. So with a forward bow movement. So it's forward, back, I think 3 times. And on the last time, we're going to go... Again, a swivel, no fingers on the high pitch, swivel back on the low pitch. You can start back on this as well if it's easier for you, depending on how you finish each part. So there you're finishing forward. You can start backward here, but ideally start forward. And the last bit is... So that's the last bit. You do that 3 times. The last bit is starting the same as the first bit. And again, it's a very similar, the whole tune has very similar parts to it. And then start from the start. Okay, so now I'll add trembles. So here it's, so when you're swiveling over with no, this time we're going to tremble the second finger on the high pitched chord. So not only are we trembling here before we drop the 4th finger on the high pitched chord, but straight after it as well. So it's, and again towards the end. So it's, so first we're trembling on the forward bow movement. Backward is the 4th finger down. And then forward again, we're going to tremble. But the last bit, we're trembling on the way back. Finishing forward with no trembles. The second bit is... Now it's, again, tremble coming with the forward bow movement. Now the next bit is you can either just jump the second finger or you can keep the second finger static and tremble the 4th finger on the middle chord. Again, easier if you just jump that. And then there's a little jump, just a little bit of a jump on the first finger. Okay. Now, by the way, it took me 2 weeks to learn this tune, so I am by no means an expert on it. But from tonight, I've picked it up, and I thought I'd just show these are the basics. Obviously, if you want to learn it properly, you obviously get a teacher to teach you. So that's the first and the second bit. Now, then you're going to do... First you're going to drop the second finger. Now this is a slur. I'll leave a link in the description as to how to do a slur. A slur is when you play 2 finger movements with 1 bow movement. And again, this is just what I can hear from listening to the tune when I learnt it. I think that's what's going on here. It's a slur. I think here you're starting back. Yeah, there's different ways of playing this. You can just use the second finger. Jump twice. Or you can do that. The slur, it's up to you. Or you just keep it down. It's entirely up to you. But you do start back. And then the last bit is... Again, tremble on the second finger coming forward. Again, second finger down and tremble the fourth. And then back to the start. So anyway, that's just my little rendition of it. So as I said, it took me about 2 or 3 weeks to learn this. To the person that asked, I hope it helps. To everyone else, I hope it helps as well. Please leave a like, leave a message. If you want me to do a tune, I've got two lessons before I can do a next one. So by all means, leave a comment. Let me know if I can do it, I will. And if anyone wants to, as a way of saying thanks, buy me a coffee, there's a link in the description for you to be able to buy me a coffee, and thanks to all those who have been buying me coffees. Thanks for watching.